Hello everyone, I'm Brandon Marcello. This is Joel A. Erickson. Iron Bowl week. Let's talk matchups, specifically Amari Cooper for Alabama, the SEC's leading receiver, going against Auburn's secondary. Joel Cooper been very consistent this season, had some huge games, possibly the best player regardless of position in the SEC right now.
Yeah, maybe the guy who's really got the shot from the SEC at getting in the Heisman, getting to go to New York for the Heisman Trophy. But more so, I want to kind of look at how Auburn's secondary likes to play guys. Cooper obviously has drawn a lot of double teams this year. Auburn, you don't see do a lot of what Texas A&M did against Sammy Coates, or I didn't really see it against Georgia, but they mentioned something happening against Georgia too, where you line up with a corner in man coverage, then a safety immediately over the top, about 6 yards behind. Auburn hasn't done that, to my knowledge, at any point this season. More so, you might have a safety playing over the top, and the guy goes deep, and the safety doesn't have anybody else to get cover, so he's over there. True double coverage, in the way some people talk about it, doesn't happen much anymore. You say a guy threw into double coverage, usually that means that one player was in his zone and helped out.
Right.
What's interesting about that is that Cooper might be the exception, according to Ellis Johnson. They may do some stuff to double him and get another guy on that side.
And Auburn plays a lot of man, obviously. They've done a little bit more zone this year, but as you said, they really like those man-to-man matchups. And I'm sure Alabama, I haven't watched a lot of Alabama games this year, but they're going to move Cooper around, I'm sure, try and take advantage of some matchups. And Auburn doesn't necessarily put their best corner on the best receiver at times, Joel.
No, they pretty much stick to boundary and field. I think at the beginning of the season they would have said Jonathan Mincy's been the best corner, but now if Auburn has an all-SEC candidate on defense, I think it's Jonathan Jones.
Absolutely.
He's been great. The one other thing to watch for with Cooper, Auburn's been had trouble with some screens lately. Those wide receiver screens. Texas A&M used them. Georgia used them. Samford even used them a little bit. And Cooper's gotten a lot of his catches off of those plays. Kiffin's not afraid to use it, so they kind of put you in a catch-22 with him, where if you play up to try to take that away, obviously he's really good and can burn you deep, and if you play back, they'll throw the screen and let him kind of go to work. So big problems, as everybody really knows, that he kind of presents in a lot of interesting different ways.
Plus, Blake Sims can move around, and I wouldn't say that Auburn's necessarily played against a quarterback that moves as well as he does outside the pocket to kind of extend plays and throw the ball instead of looking to run. So that is going to be very interesting to watch. We haven't quite seen that type of quarterback face off against Auburn in quite some time. I'm trying to think back.
Prescott's probably
the closest, but even he was running the football. So very, very interesting matchup there. Auburn's front four is going to be very important in this football game. We'll find out more Saturday, of course, at the Iron Bowl, but we'll be previewing the heck out of it at AL.com.